friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing A Darker Shade of Magic, the first in the Shades of Magic trilogy by V.E. Schwab. In this fantasy series, our world is one of several layered on top of each other, you could say. The setting is London, England in the 1800s, also known as Grey London, our regular mundane world with no magic. But then we have Red London, located in the same place spatially, but in a parallel world where magic and culture is thriving. There's also White London, a harsh and cruel place where magic is scarce, as well as the dreaded world of Black London, which has been sealed away for centuries after the magic there raged out of control and consumed everything and everyone. The first of two main characters is Kell, a young man working for the royal family in Red London who is also an Antari, a rare sort of someone who can perform blood magic. As a result, he's also one of the only living humans still capable of traveling between the different Londons. The second is Delilah Bard, who goes by Lila, a tomboyish pickpocket getting by on the streets of Grey London, whose dream is to be free to live a pirate's life of adventure aboard her own ship. Kell unwittingly finds himself in possession of a magical artifact that draws various entities to him and sends him running for his life. In the process, he runs into Lila in Grey London, who becomes wrapped up in the turmoil when she steals the artifact from him. The two of them end up working together to repel and contain forces threatening to destroy the Londons. Before I get into my thoughts, I wanted to show you guys what came in a recent Owl Crate box, and it's this really cool tin based off of this series. So it's supposed to be like a fake book that could be found in a library in Red London. It says Magic and Madness, the Maresh Monarchy. I'm not sure if that refers to something specific in the series or if it's just like a generic thing. I've only read the first book so far. And the back says As Travars, which is the spell that Kell uses to travel between the Londons. Really, really cool. I love this so much. I'm just a huge fan of V.E. Schwab's writing. It's simple and accessible, but she knows how to write an exciting story. You'll find no purple prose here. I'm also pleasantly surprised every time when in YA fantasy authors write two main characters that can be good friends, and that's it. I've read one other series by V.E. Schwab, The Monsters of Verity duology, and in both that series and this book, the main characters start off as strangers who don't know each other and grow very close and have a solid, convincing, lovely friendship, and they don't go farther than that, and I love it. I know that's really just personal preference. Plenty of people love to ship romantic pairings in YA. It's not my favorite thing about the genre, so when I see an author write a compelling, budding, platonic friendship between characters who could easily have just ended up together if the author had gone another way, because that's just what you do in YA, I get really excited about it, and she does it really well. Kell is my favorite with his super cool magic coat that features on the cover. He's pretty solemn and protective with a mysterious past. Lila is very cool with her fearless, determined self. Kell is often shocked and frustrated by that tenacity. She's a strong, independent woman who stops just before the line, marking the crossover from confident to cocky. Plenty of protagonists can go over that line and become annoying, but Lila was not like that for me. I know the placement of that line is subjective. You'll have to read and find out where she falls for you. I was also a fan of this other Antari character named Holland, who hails from White London. He's really cool and dangerous and highlights big differences between life in White London versus the others. And I enjoyed the dichotomy between him and Kell a lot. The human antagonists are pretty standard bad guys, nothing particularly revolutionary, but they're very visually arresting and creepy and chilling, and they're just part of a world with a magic system that I really enjoyed. The magic in this series is primarily element-based, which is my favorite. Magic in this world is it's a neutral force. It's neither good nor evil. It all depends on the person's relationship with it and how they use it. Speaking out loud helps to channel magic, but you can really say anything you want in any language. The words themselves are less important than the focus that they provide. So there's manipulation of fire, earth, air, water, metal, and the most difficult, bone. And I believe it's forbidden, like in Red London, because you can control and manipulate people, which is bad. And blood magic can only be performed by Antari, like Kel and Holland, and unlike the other elements, it requires specific spells to be spoken in the Antari language. This was a very quick read, very fast, very quick, 400 pages, and I definitely recommend this to people who like a fast pace and enjoy portal fantasy and element/spell-based magic. V.E. Schwab can paint descriptive scenes and has compelling and quippy dialogue between fun characters and lots of cool fight scenes. But if you prefer flowery and complex writing, then you might not be impressed by her style. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, probably 4.5, if that was an option on Goodreads. I really enjoyed this and highly recommend it, even though it didn't quite have that special something to bump it all the way up to 5. It was pretty darn close. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!